Now, as the war in West Asia continues, threat to energy facilities is only rising. The chief of International Energy Agency says that at least 40 energy assets have already been damaged. Fatih Birol says global economy is under major threat and has issued a stark warning. No country will be immune. He said that the International Energy Agency is consulting with governments in Asia and Europe on the release of more stockpiled oil if necessary. The IEA chief began his world tour in Australia as the Asia Pacific is at the forefront of the oil crisis, given its reliance on oil and other crucial products like fertilizer and helium transiting the Strait of Hormuz. Speaking at the National Press Club in Australia's capital, Birol says he underlined the threat to global economy while expressing hope that the issue will be resolved as soon as possible. He also said that the current energy crisis exceeds the twin oil crises in the 1970s and as well as the gas market upheaval following Russia's invasion of Ukraine combined.
The situation is very severe. I can tell you that. In fact, as it started some 3 weeks ago, I decided not to talk to press 3 weeks. But last Friday, I thought I should say a few things because I thought the depth of the problem was not well appreciated by the decision makers around the world. The single most important solution to this problem is opening up the Hormuz Strait, as things stand now.
Birol said that the agency is consulting with governments over the release of more stockpiled oil, adding that it will be done if it is necessary. IEA member nations agreed on March 11th to release a record 400 million barrels of oil from strategic stockpiles to combat the spike in global crude prices.
It is only 20% of our overall stocks. If needed, we can put more oil in the markets, both crude oil and products, if it is needed. So therefore, again, our stock release will help to comfort the markets, but this is not the solution. It will only help to reduce the pain on the economy.
US and Iran have issued tit-for-tat threats as the war entered the fourth week. President Trump has set a 48-hour deadline for Iran, which is going to soon expire. This deadline is to reopen the blocked Strait of Hormuz. Otherwise, he will target Iran's energy facilities. That's the deadline. That's the threat. Iran hit right back, saying any such attack on its energy facilities will invite an attack on the energy facilities in Gulf nations allied with the US, along with desalination plants, which are critical lifelines for Gulf nations. Iran has effectively blocked the Strait of Hormuz, through which around 20% of the world's oil and gas shipments transit. The bottleneck has nearly halted all petroleum shipments. Oil prices rose again early on Monday, with US benchmark crude briefly touching the $100 per barrel mark.